Hi, I'm Rayma.
And I'm Andrea.
And this is Mile High Murder. We are just slightly obsessed with true crime. We text each other when new missing persons cases are unfolding. We add each other to Facebook sleuth groups and definitely feel like we have solved the cases before anyone else. We aren't creepy, I promise.
I'm sorry. That was dumb.
It's fine, I'm just gonna laugh.
I'm ready. Sorry. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay, so, how about I talk into the microphone, first of all?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
So, this episode is messy.
Ooh.
So, warning, spoiler alert, you turn it off if there are littles around. This one is, I'm not going to go into graphic details, but it's not pretty. So just be advised.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
Okay. Rima, do you want to leave the room now?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Okay, bye. Okay, so I want to credit where I stole all of my information, obviously. So it came from all over to kind of get a well-rounded...
You didn't steal it. You found it.
I did.
It's out there.
Yes, it's out there. So 9 News, Coloradoan, GenerationYpod.com, MyTrueCrime.com, ColdCaseWriter.com, Reddit, obviously.
Oh, all the Reddit.
Westward.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I literally was on Reddit today for my case, and I just realized why it's called Reddit.
Reddit.
Because I read it on Reddit.
Is that true?
I don't know, but I was like, just realized that I don't know if that's
you're
why,
cute.
but I mean, where'd you read it? I read it on Reddit. I don't know. Is it not called it because of that?
I don't know. We should look up why it's called Reddit.
Yeah. Somebody comment and tell us why it's called Reddit.
Because we obviously have no idea. And you know what? We're not a random facts podcast. We are a true crime podcast.
We are not a random facts podcast, though I'm sure
Podcast?
you learn a lot of random facts after you
Absolutely.
Google all the things that we chat about.
For sure.
Or we Google them for you. And we post them in our Facebook group, actually. You
Yeah.
posted today in our Facebook
Absolutely.
group one of the things that we
Oh my
didn't
God.
know.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, anyways.
great. Okay.
We'll get to this case.
Okay.
This gory case.
So this cases. Okay, this story is from the year that I was born. I was actually still in my mother's belly.
Uh-oh, you're gonna age yourself here.
That's fine. But you were not even born yet.
I wasn't even born yet.
In January 1984, Aurora and Lakewood were terrorized for 12 days by a man who would come to be known as the Colorado Hammer Killer.
Which just right there, it's not pretty.
Disgusting. Beginning January 4th, a series of attacks would be carried out and actually remain semi-unsolved today.
Oh, semi.
Yeah. I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm just going to go for it. James and Kimberly Hobbins-Child.
Okay.
Were asleep at 2 a.m. when a man snuck into their home in Aurora. He came in through an unlocked garage door. So I would just like to shout out Ring again. Again.
Okay, but this was
sponsored.
1984, so Ring wasn't a thing
Lock
yet.
your doors.
But
and
guess what, guys? Ring is a thing now.
now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Now Ring is a thing.
We love Ring. Okay, this is already terrifying, though.
I know.
So this guy snuck in at 2 a.m. while
2
they were
a.m.
sleeping. Ugh, this is my worst nightmare.
I know. He came in through an unlocked garage door and he proceeded to beat James and Kimberly with a hammer, leaving them for dead. But crazily enough, they both survived.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. James,
So he didn't do a good... Did he want them to survive? Do we know?
I think he believed they were dead.
Okay.
Or this was like... Okay, we'll get there.
Okay.
James came out with a fractured skull and Kimberly only had a concussion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
She just got a really tough skull. Maybe.
They're just lucky.
Yeah, seriously.
So they weren't able to ID the guy, but Kimberly was able to make out like a hazy physical description of their attacker. There was no apparent motive, no ID, and very little evidence besides a few footprints left outside of their house.
Okay.
And I think the saddest part of this is that they got divorced in 1987.
Aw.
I know.
They survived a crazy attack and then...
I know. I was like, oh, that was like
That's really funny. That
Like a
the
gut
saddest
punch.
part to you is they got a divorce. Not that they were woken up at 2 a.m. by an attacker
Well, it's
attacking
horrible,
their,
but it was like,
them
it
with
was
a
too
hammer.
much stress.
Yeah,
That's sad.
that's true.
Okay.
That's a pretty big stressor on a marriage. Some guy attacking you with a hammer.
There's a bug. He just scared me. I don't like bugs. I think it was a mosquito. Okay,
I don't like
moving
bugs
on.
either. Okay.
I thought that was a bug again, but it was your hand. Okay, sorry. Focus. Okay, so 5 days later, the hammer killer would strike again. On January 9th, 28-year-old Donna Dixon had just finished running errands after her shift as a flight attendant. Hey, which side note, I've always wanted to do that.
I have too, until I knew someone who's a flight attendant, and it doesn't
Oh.
sound so luxurious anymore.
I don't think it's luxurious.
Shout out, Lexi. I love you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Lexi. Okay. So she was tired and ready to see her boyfriend, Ron, who was a pilot, but he wasn't going to be home until the following day. Donna pulled into her garage that evening. She grabbed her uniform, got out of the car and reached back in to pull her uniform out. But before she could turn around, Donna said that she was hit in her left temple, and the force of the blow was enough to knock her unconscious, and she just kind of slumped over into the passenger seat.
Oh my gosh. This is seriously terrifying.
It's
so she was in her
bananas.
garage, pulled into her garage, just getting her stuff out
getting her
from
stuff
work.
out. And got whacked in the side of the head.
I mean, we do that every day. Everyone does that every day.
I pull my flight attendant suit out of my car every day, guys.
I pull into my garage not thinking anything because I'm safe at home,
Right, absolutely.
Gosh, I hate this guy already.
Now you need to close your door before you...
Your garage door?
Yeah, before you get out of your car.
Okay, well, how many more things do I got to do? Because come on, I already locked my car as soon as I get in it.
I know you do. I watch you do it.
For real, I hate this guy already.
Yeah, he's worst. Okay. Okay, so she falls into the passenger seat. That was pretty.
It really was. I like that.
You know what's nuts is that she has no recollection of what took place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Bonkers. Okay. So from there... Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so she remembers that, and then that's all she remembered. And then
lights went out. Okay. From there, her attacker pulled her out of the car, ripped her clothes off, and raped her on the garage floor. I know. The worst. And the next thing Donna remembers was waking up naked on the garage floor with absolutely no recollection of what happened. So she is kind of like, what the heck? Where am I? She stumbles into her bedroom and goes to sleep. But remember, her boyfriend wasn't coming home until the next day. So she wasn't found for more than 24 hours.
Oh my gosh. And she was just in bed?
Naked. Just laying there.
But she didn't remember what happened.
No.
This is super bizarre because she just didn't have her brain was damaged enough that it was just this weird.
Exactly.
Man, well, thank God he came back then because sometimes their trips can last for a long time.
I know. It's crazy. On January 10th, so this is the following day, around 8 p.m., her boyfriend Ron arrived home and found a horrific scene in the garage. He ran inside after seeing blood and her clothes thrown around the garage, and he found Donna on her bed, and she was naked and groaning because she couldn't speak.
Oh,
which is...
I can't believe... Poor guy.
I know.
I can't imagine that.
He called 911 and Donna was rushed to the hospital. The hammer was actually found in the car where the attacker had left it. It was dusted for fingerprints, but they didn't find any.
So he just left the hammer.
Apparently. He was done with it, I guess.
Okay.
Her purse was actually found nearby the scene, and there was money missing, but they didn't, nothing else was taken, and so they don't believe that it was...
motivated by robbery or
burglary or robbery. Yeah. So this is crazy, but the damage done to Donna was so severe that she needed multiple surgeries and it would take her 6 months to relearn how to speak. But the cutest thing ever.
Okay. My face was like, oh my gosh, 6 months.
I know, it was great. But I think it was April of that year. I'm so sorry I didn't write that down. Ron married Donna, and they're still married to this day.
Good. They survived. Their marriage survived it.
I love it. Aww. So nice. Okay. Back to the horrific. The following day, the hammer killer struck again. This was before Donna was even found. He already had a new victim. Because remember, she wasn't found for 24 hours. Okay.
He went at it fast. Because it was 5 days after the first one, Donna was, and then
a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was busy. Okay, so
when you said he terrorized, he for real terrorized.
He did, absolutely. This was, okay, like I said, this was the following day. So this is January 10th. So Donna is still She still hasn't been found when this goes down. And this time he didn't leave any witnesses.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Patricia Louise Smith was a beautiful 50-year-old woman. And on January 10th, she was supposed to be picking up her daughter Cheryl at a park and ride in Lakewood. She had gone to Wendy's for lunch and returned home just before 1 p.m. But Patricia wouldn't get to finish her lunch because sometime between 1 and 3, she was interrupted by an intruder who would rape and murder her. And when her...
Again, I hate this guy.
I know.
Just let her finish her Frosty, okay?
Do you ever dip your fries in your Frosty?
Oh, all the time.
Oh,
That's
so
the
good.
best.
Okay. When her mom didn't show, Cheryl got a ride from her cousin. And Cheryl is a grown woman. She has 2 kids, okay? So as they pulled up to the home, Cheryl knew something wasn't right. The garage door was open and the car was parked inside. This makes me want to never open my garage door.
I seriously, again, I hate this guy. By the way, I asked Andrea, we record at night, and I asked Andrea if we could record this one first because we record several at once so that I didn't have to drive home after listening to this one.
Yeah, this is the worst of them, for sure. It was unusual for her mom to keep the door open if she was home. Obviously, like when you're home, you close the garage. Cheryl walked inside unknowingly with her 2 children who were 6 and 4 at the time. I know. As they entered, they saw their grandmother laid out on the floor really close to the front door. She was still wearing her sweater and boots, but her jeans were pulled down and the hammer lay next to her.
So he's just like buying new hammers and abandoning those hammers, like
just willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just find the guy who keeps buying hammers at the hardware
Maybe
store.
It's like a stash of them or something.
Oh.
A lot of people were speculating that maybe he was taking them like they were the ones in the home.
Oh.
But how do you have time to do that? Like, if you're just an opportunist.
If they're kept in the garage, like hung up, I could see that.
Yeah, but ours is in a bucket outside.
Yeah, mine is mine.
It's literally in a Rubbermaid.
My husband's is, I don't even know where it is, honestly. It's not hung up in the garage, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
And it's not going to be after this, for sure. I'm not hanging up my hammer anywhere near my garage.
The jewelry that she had been wearing had actually been stolen, but again, the robbery didn't appear to be the motive. No DNA or fingerprints were found at the scene. And I'm sorry, I take that back about DNA. It was physical evidence that they were looking for. That's a lie. So on January 16th, which is just a couple days later, the hammer killer would execute his final hammer attack, which sounds so barfy. It sounds so gross.
Really barfy.
I'm super barfy. On Sunday, January 15th, the Bennett family, which was Bruce and Deborah, who were 26, Melissa, who was 7 and going to turn 8 in a couple days, and Vanessa, 3. They hosted a family birthday party at their home in Aurora for their daughter, Melissa. Both Bruce and Deborah worked for a family business, which is a local furniture store. I actually don't know if it's still a thing.
Okay.
I should check.
Okay. You don't know the name of it?
No, I didn't see that anywhere in any of the articles.
It's crazy. Some of these older cases, it is kind of hard to find those details.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So the last family member left the party around 9 p.m. that night and actually took notice that the Bennett's garage door was still open. I know. Bruce had made a comment about running to the store quickly before heading to bed. So this family member was just like, oh, he's going to go wherever. But sometime between midnight and 6 a.m., someone entered the Bennett's home. What followed was a bitter fight to the death. At some point, Bruce was awakened by a noise. This dude is amazing. And
Come on, Bruce.
I know. He fought violently for the lives of his family members. So it's not super clear, who went first, but
who he attacked first.
Right. I mean, it is clear that it was probably Bruce because they fought on the stairs and he was struck multiple times with a hammer. And the crime scene photo suggests that after being severely beaten, he climbed back up the stairs to try and help his family.
Oh my gosh.
I know. But being the opportunist, the attacker took a kitchen knife and stabbed Bruce.
Ugh.
So once he was gone,
That's
the intruder...
not his MO. He's got to stick with the hammer.
I know, right? Once he was gone, the intruder carried out the rest of his brutal attacks. I'm going to be very vague.
Okay. I'm okay
because
with that.
they're little children. And I didn't want to read it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And not to minimize what happened to them, but it's gruesome. So according to reports, Deborah was assaulted next. She was raped and beaten with a hammer. I'm not going to share anything about the girls, but he was horrible and left both of them for dead. Once he finished, the attacker grabbed Donna's purse, dumped its contents out in the snow, ditched the knife, and took the hammer with him this time.
Okay.
I know. When the Bennetts failed to show up for work the following morning, a coworker called Bruce's mom. Her name's Constance. Just being like, hey, they're not here. What's going on? You know? So she heads to the house to check on them.
Okay, this is like probably one of the worst parts of it is that these family members keep finding them,
I know.
and this is
It's
so brutal.
Horrible. Yep.
I mean, it's not the worst. Obviously, these people dying is the
Of
worst
course.
part,
But I know what you
so
mean.
horrible that they're...
So she drives up, sees the garage door still open, and the cars are inside, and she enters to find a horrific scene. She immediately calls 911, and they find that Bruce, Deborah, and Melissa are all deceased, but Vanessa is clinging to life, the 3-year-old. Yeah, she's amazing. You can see her in interviews.
Okay, I kind of want to.
She's awesome. Yeah.
I can't imagine a 3-year-old going through that.
No. And over the next several years, Vanessa would undergo multiple surgeries to fix her skull and jaw and would sustain scars on her head, face, and arms. And you can see, like, he maimed her, but she's a freaking warrior, man. She's awesome. More than 500 people were questioned during the investigation, but no one was ever charged and the case went cold.
Whoa.
500.
I mean, the random killings are so hard to, like,
I think
link
those are
anyone
the scariest.
to. Oh, yeah.
Because
absolutely.
You just think you're safe in your house.
Did you ever, like, when you're looking into it, look at a map to see where each house was, like, in relation to each other?
No, but one thing that I read was that they were all oh my gosh, they were in really close proximity to Alameda.
Okay.
So it was, like, I want to say like 4 miles or 4 blocks or something. They were all very close. So he obviously lived in that area.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy that they could tell that, but that they still couldn't narrow it down.
I know. Isn't that insane? Okay. In 2010. Okay. So this was 84. In 2010, the Aurora and Lakewood police departments released a statement that they had matched evidence related to another unsolved homicide, Patricia Louise Smith. It was their first solid lead in decades. So they finally matched that 2 of these cases
Were linked. Okay.
Then on August 10th, 2018, a press conference was held in Denver. CBI Director John Camper broke the news that there had been a DNA match in the unsolved Colorado hammer murders. So they had actually contacted the family to let them know, like, hey, we found him.
Whoa.
Yeah. So then they have this press conference. They said a profile was developed from the samples they'd obtained and was positively matched to an inmate in Nevada.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. And we have to put up a picture because he, like, you know how you feel about Israel Keys? Like what I was saying about his laugh, how it's like, oh, it just like chills you to the bone.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who Israel Keys is, look into it, but don't that much because he is
hard.
a messed up
I
serial
think he's
killer.
The worst.
He is the worst.
Time. Yeah.
But yeah, he has this. You can hear interviews of him, and he has this horrible laugh,
sadistic laugh.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. But that's how I feel about this guy's face. Like he's got this smirk on it that I'm like, I want to slap you so hard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, we'll definitely put up a photo. It might be our main photo. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So 57-year-old Alex Christopher Wing, hey, 3 names, was positively matched. At the time, he was serving a sentence for brutally beating a couple with an axe handle in Nevada.
Okay, so what the heck?
I know.
Okay, and this was obviously what year was he arrested for that?
Oh, in 84.
Same year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's been in prison since then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, is that the only reason he stopped killing?
Would appear that way, wouldn't it?
Oh man.
But oh wait, no. Hold on.
Okay,
I have a great little whatever that means. Okay. This is bonkers. Okay, his DNA profile had only recently been entered into CODIS, which is, the the DNA profile database. Thank you. Oh, you say data? I say database.
I say database.
Yeah, you did.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Database?
Database.
Isn't it data?
Isn't it data?
It's spelled the same way, I guess.
Okay. Well, potato.
Yep.
Who says potato?
Nobody. Wait, hold on. Maybe we might know someone who says potato. Anyways.
Okay. I was looking at you like, are you going to tell me the answer? And then nothing. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So they just entered it into CODIS and it was immediately matched with the Slains in Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like ding, ding, ding.
That's crazy.
We got a winner.
How come it took them so long to enter it into that?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I don't know. They were busy.
Yeah. I mean, not that. I don't mean like that. I mean, it's a pretty crazy case. So you'd think they'd want to get on solving that.
Okay. So this is my favorite part of this whole story. If you're looking for a quote adventurous guy, you can actually find Alex Christopher Ewing's dating profile on an inmate dating website.
That's a thing?
It's a thing.
What the heck?
I read through the whole thing and it's amazing. It even has his inmate number.
What? I'm like in shock. What is wrong with you people
An
that want to date
guy.
inmates?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Never mind that he beat people. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
As of April 2019, Ewing was granted more time to fight his extradition from Nevada to Colorado. And it's because he doesn't want to be extradited because he's up for the death penalty.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
so, I'm
please,
sorry,
he won't get it.
remind me. The case where he beat the people with an axe handle, did they die? Or just,
I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, it's murder in Colorado, but not in Nevada.
Right.
Okay,
so... Oh, and then the judge is like having none of it. And he was like, hey, just so you know, I'm not going to tolerate any more extension requests. Like, just stop.
Good job,
Yeah.
Judge.
So last month in May, obviously. Oh, it might not be May when this airs, actually.
Yeah. In May.
So in May,
2019.
his attorney, Martin Wiener, filed yet another delay to file an opening brief to block the extradition.
I'm a 12-year-old right now.
Wiener.
Well, it's also because of the way you said it.
I know. It's in all caps, too. Yeah. I have a very sophisticated sense of humor. Okay,
Don't we
so
all?
what we're in the middle of right now, basically, is red tape and appeals and yada, yada, yada. But the biggest thing is that he doesn't want to be extradited because he could get the...
He could get the death penalty and then his dating website would be worthless, right?
I know, right?
I mean, his dating
I'm
profile.
sure there's like a death row
dating profile.
website.
If there's not, I bet there's a lot of money in that. So I'm just
We're going to look into it.
oh no. But seriously, I mean,
sorry about like the worst killing ever.
yeah. Well,
Of all time.
killings. Yeah.
Killings.
Sorry we had to bum out your
It was
Wednesday.
This should have been a Halloween episode because it's so terrifying. It's so creepy.
It is super creepy.
But it was, I mean, I think it's amazing that 30 something years later, they're going to solve it.
Yeah. This DNA stuff is
35
amazing.
years later.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they solved it though, because
Crazy.
I mean, it was unsolved for so long.
Yeah. And no leads, no nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a physical description.
I can't imagine how the survivor, the 3-year-old survivor, what was her name? Victoria?
Vanessa?
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Like how she felt just knowing he was still out there, you know?
Oh, it had to feel so terrifying. Don't you think that you would just be like, oh my God, is he going to come back and like finish?
I hope she didn't have like memories of it. You know, she's only 3.
I mean, you would probably have something.
Like a traumatic memory, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to end on a high note.
So come join our Facebook group. We will be posting the creepy smirk of the
Alex Ewing.
Alex Ewing.
Alex
Christopher
Ewing.
Ewing. Not to be confused with your neighbor, Alex Ewing.
Correct.
We'll be posting his ugly smirk.
Oh, go ahead. And follow us on Instagram. It's super fun at Mile High Murder Podcast. And yeah, this has been wild.
So wild. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh,